So I always start my routine by using my Maybelline Baby Lips just to prep my lips for whatever lip product I'm using for the day. I always start my routine with my brows. They do look a little bit rough right now because I am growing them out, but I use my MAC brow pencil in the color Stud to draw out my brows and kind of give them a little bit of shape. And then I use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Cafe to define my brows and just blend it all out with a fluffy blending brush. And I'll be doing a more detailed brow routine in a separate video. For foundation, I'm using my CoverGirl Queen 3-in-1 foundation in the color Warm Caramel. This is my favorite foundation for my oily skin. It has a medium coverage and it finishes to a powder matte sort of finish. It's also buildable, so in certain areas I do like to add just a little bit more, so I have to conceal a little bit less. So I've been using my orange corrective concealer from LA Pro Girl and I absolutely love it. This orange concealer pretty much mutes out the dark tones in women of color and allows you to flawlessly conceal any dark spots. And just to let you guys know, the sponge that I'm using is from Real Techniques. To cover the orange concealer, I'm using my LA Pro Girl concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze, and this one matches my skin tone the most, but I have quite a few of them and I can use different ones. To highlight, I'm using the color Toffee, and I like to have a very natural highlight because I wear glasses and it tends to cast a shadow under my eyes. Even though I don't suffer from like dark circles or anything, I do like to still highlight just to kind of lift that area of my face and add a little bit of dimension. And to set that lighter highlight color, I use the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder in the color Naturally Beige. It is a little bit light in the packaging, but it works really perfect at setting that highlighted color. For my all over face powder, I like to use my MAC Studio Fix in the color NW45. Even though this foundation sets to a powder finish, I do have oily skin, so I do like to set my foundation with the powder. So to finish my brows, I'm using NYX eyeshadow in the color Dark Brown, and I do like a gradual effect to my brows, so I do like to use an eyeshadow. I just pick up anything that I can find to kind of fill in the front and also any sparse areas throughout my brows. And then to set my brows, I like to use the e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Mascara. I only use this on my brows. This product is only $1 and it is amazing at setting your brows in place. Next up is contouring, and I'm using my e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer duo in the color Turks and Caicos with this contouring brush that I recently purchased from e.l.f. And I absolutely love this brush. It just places the product exactly where I want it, and I love this palette because the product just shows up so well on my skin. And then to blend out that contour, I'm using my bronzer from CoverGirl Queen in the color Ebony Bronze. This isn't my favorite bronzer, but I'm using it because I bought it, and it does work really well at blending out product as well as setting a cream sort of contour. And whatever's left on my brush, I do go over my forehead. I don't do a heavy contour highlight for everyday use, so I just use whatever's left on the brush to contour my forehead. For my blush, I'm using my Spice palette from LA Girl, and I'm mixing both blushes together, and it just gives a really natural rosiness to the cheeks. For my everyday eye look, I'm using a brown shade from my Neutral palette from BH Cosmetics, and it's just a shade that's pretty much the same color as my skin tone, just to even out my eyelid color. Then I'm going in with my bronzer and a fluffy brush just to carve out my crease a little bit, just to add a little dimension. For my lashes, I've been using my Maybelline Big Eyes Falsies, and I've been loving defining my eyelashes versus wearing eyeliner. Most days I like to wear a everyday neutral kind of color on my lips, and I'm using the Jordana Modern Matte Lipstick in the color Matte Classy and sort of dabbing it on my lips to give it a more stain effect. And I just like how it just kind of looks like a natural lip shade, like I don't even have anything on my lips. So this is my everyday makeup routine. I like to go for a very natural look for everyday wear. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye y'all.